till I get through, 'cause I'm holding out for you. Am I the only one who's insane? Hey, you're playing with my delirium, and the moment I wake up harder I'm gonna fall. Stop playing with my delirium, 'cause I'm out of my head and out of my self-control. See for you, yeah. Hey, you're playing with my delirium, and the moment I wake up harder I'm gonna fall. Stop playing with my delirium, 'cause I'm out of my head and out of my self-control. Hey, you're playing with my delirium, and the moment I wake up harder I'm gonna fall. Stop playing with my delirium, 'cause I'm out of my head and out of my self-control.
空を彩る七色の夢、ずっとこのまま見ていたかった。昨日まで輝いてたきら星でさえも
I don't know what to say, I don't know what to say.
色あせてくからあのモノクロームの花火なら僕らは
Oh, 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 oh.
何色で描こう夜空を
Oh, 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 oh.
雨に降られて凍える夜は少しだけでもそばにいたかった。明日まで感じていたいぬくもりでさえも
You don't have to say, you don't have to say.
冷めてしまうからあのモノクロームの花火なら僕らは 虹色で描こう夜空を
up, man. Good, better, bad. Good, better, bad. Never let it rest. Never let it rest. Good gets better. Good gets better. Better gets better. Better gets better. Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bears.
I came up with another scheme. Let's put it into action. It's just me and my
Gourmet, I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
This is real, brother.
Cook it up, gourmet.
You bald
I go Super Saiyan,
fraud.
go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. You're not my supervisor!
You are unworthy of it.
The skies are petty.
You know, it becomes one of those things where you got to ask yourself, how low can we get? How dumber can we get? So, I guess dumb fucking Quartering decided to do a little bit of a fucking analysis on everyone's analytics. I don't know why. I actually have no idea why he did this. Like, I absolutely have no idea why he did this. Like, I'll keep it a buck with you. It makes no sense to have done this. No sense to have done this. So, to explain and recap, Quartering at, I guess, the beginning of January, the beginning of New Year's, decided to do an entire impromptu stream talking about everyone's numbers. So, people like Geeks and Gamers or Nerdrotic and shit like that. And talk about, I guess, rage bait content being dead. I don't know. Talking about like just the culture war content being dead, which is not dead, by the way. It's re-evolved itself. It's not what it was. It's more people stop giving a fuck about it. People like me have stopped caring about it. It's be beneath us. And, you know, at the end of the day, it is true. Saying things are woke is pretty lame and gay. Like, I'm just not gonna lie. It's pretty much like this. If I don't like it, I don't watch it. I don't need some fucking extra moron to yell at me about why it sucks. But regardless, Jeremy decided to pull up homie's analytics. I don't know why. I actually have genuinely no idea why he did this. You know, of all the things he's done, I don't know why he did that. You know, I'm sorry. I'm not actually, I haven't gotten to the video yet. Hold on. Let me go to my account real quick. I want to make sure we have the videos pretty much set, ready to go this time. All right. So we'll have it there. But I guess Jeremy's okay with the idea of shitting on everyone and you know, crap, just analytics. Now, Jeremy Griggs did a stream. They, you know, the Geeks and Gamers do their Tuesday night main event. I don't watch it. I don't know what goes on with these guys anymore. Their content's played out for me. No offense to them or whatever. I mean, I know I've had my issues with them in the past, obviously, but that was maybe 2 years ago. It doesn't really matter now to me what they do. But I know they ran their Tuesday night main event, and they just were just shitting on good old Jeremy Hambley over here, because you're talking about how these channels are dying, right? But do you know what dying truly means? It means they're not getting revenue. They may not ever be popular or true mainstream or upper echelon type streamers like Osmongold or shit like that, but they don't need to be. They make their money, they make their revenue, and they make their views on their video that they care about. And they're comfortable where they're at. And you know what? Fuck it. Why not? They're doing fine. They have been successful. Say what you want, but they were successful. I have a new perspective on a lot of things now. One of the things I do notice is like people need to understand perspective. From Geeks and Gamers perspective, they're doing very well. Say what you want. I've had my issues with their content in the past, but you know what? At the end of the day, it is what it is. It's no different than what Jeremy Hambley's ever done, except it's probably better because I'd rather watch them than him any day. He's boring, lame as fuck. And now he wants to pull up analytics, which is just wild. And why would you do it to people who've done nothing to you? You're starting shit with people who didn't start anything with you. You know, you've been through internet slap fights before, Jeremy, and you're pretty much like 1 in 20. The only one internet slap fight he's ever truly won, in my opinion, is against Review Tech USA. And that's by the slimmest of margins at the end. Let's be real. No one was winning at the end of that. It's two clowns fighting each other, right? But I guess by relativity's sake, we'll give him a dub just for the sake of the fact that the quarterings is just better off now than some scumbag piece of shit like Review Tech USA, who is a full-on scumbag for what he's doing. I'm not even going to speak on what the fuck he's doing right now. Once again, using your children as shields. Hey there, dickers. Real nice job, asshole. But I fail to understand why Jeremy's doing this, why you decide to go after people who've not done anything to you. And honestly, you worked alongside for a minute and done some content with. Why would you do that? It's just stupid. It's unconscionable. Like, why would you pull up their analytics? You want to smoke with them too? They're just gonna clown you and meme on you. And then talking about what Jeremy done, and all he did was just literally show, hey, I'm getting super chats here left and right, motherfucker. And they are. They're getting pretty good super chats. They're comfortable where they're at. Why do you got to rip on them? You know, Mr. Hambly, not everyone wants to be Osmongold and make millions of views and subs. Sometimes people are just comfortable doing what they do. And you know, isn't that all we ask for in life? But whatever. I'm not going to get on a philosophical trip about it. Let's talk about this aspect of it. I have a thing here. This is Jeremy talking about being drunk, basically, and how people who are drunk, and then, by the way, he was tipsy as fuck doing that stream. He was clearly loaded. I just want this to be played, so before any excuses are made or whatever, Jeremy himself, Mr. Hambly, says this about drinking.
No, these people are they like, I always say, like, a drunk person speaks a sober mind, and usually, because that's why I don't excuse people's behavior when they're drunk for the most part. Like, I've been known to be drunk and say some mean things, but there's always like a kernel of truth in what those people say. And so if people will say something to me and they're like, I was drunk, I'm kind of like, you meant it. You meant it. You know, you were thinking that when you said it. And, you know, maybe I'll forgive you for letting your baser instincts kind of take over because you're inebriated. Like, if somebody says,
okay, so I think we're good there, honestly. I think the bottom line is being drunk doesn't excuse your shitty behavior. Good, Jeremy. Now we get that out the way. Let me finish what I started yesterday and making fun of your sorry ass. Yesterday, I was in a very emotional state due to, you already know. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, we're in a better state now. I'm good to go. Let's get on this aspect of it. Mr. Quartering being a drunk hooligan. Now, before I preface this, let's just finish out the whole segment with what the fuck with the analytics thing. The thing about the analytics thing that gets me is the fact that, you know, is this why you're basically trying to pivot into these topics that you're not really good at, like the ICE protest and the political stuff? Well, Jeremy, that doesn't work either, because, you know, let's just all what are we beating around the bush? The problem is Jeremy. Okay, he's boring as shit. He's only funny somewhat to laugh at when he's drunk off his ass. And even then, it's not even like the type of funny where he's like eccentric or, you know, cool or have a personality. No, it's just watching a bumbling idiot stumble around like a moron, or basically say a bunch of shit that basically fucks himself in the long run, or him pissing in his basement, which is still funny. Here's the thing. The peeing in your basement thing isn't all that bad. There's a lot of dudes that have gotten drunk and been in several situations like that, and they've done stupid shit, whatever. The problem with the peeing in your basement shit is you did it live on camera, and you had every opportunity to get up and use the bathroom for a good 10 minutes. I don't know why you decided and you were intent on doing what you did, but that is just next levels of just dumb. But whatever. I want you guys to watch this video now where dumb fuck decided to go, hey, buddy, I'm going to basically make a bunch of women feel uncomfortable. We went through 2 minutes with yesterday. Let's actually finish this shit.
I mean, you might be new to it, but I'm very progressive.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you're progressive now. Okay. No, you're not. I mean, what are you actually? We don't know. You have no belief structure. You're like I say him and Hassan are on the same side, like of a different coin. I'm sorry, that makes no sense. You know how they're on like different sides of the same coin, where one's right wing, one's left wing? They're both the same people that lack a belief structure or lack any bit of faith in anything. They're just grifters aimlessly that will do anything for attention. That's literally Jeremy and Hassan. It's the same thing, and it's kind of hilarious, to be honest with you.
If you're into prego chicks, that's literally like they need loving too.
Why are we talking about this? And the reason we're talking about this is he's going to bring on Anna, that Star Wars girl, pretty soon on this video. So it's a segue pretty much, I think, to that. But it's just weird. He wanted Keffels on here for some reason, other than I think we know the reason is to sexually perv out on that person. Whatever. But, you know, it's very odd that everything with Jeremy has to end up being something about sex, you know? And listen, it's joking about sex and all that with people that are comfortable with it. Like, I've done it all the time. You guys know how I joke with Saggy. That's different. The thing is, Saggy is pretty much as bad as everyone else, if not worse. But doing this to certain women, it's just, you got to understand who you're talking to. This is just weird. It gets so weird. Like, she's doing this and just putting this on for exposure, but at some point you could tell her face just changes when it gets to a point where you're like, okay, dude, stop. Please stop. You'll see.
Fine, you know. It's not a weird thing for me. Mods, please put at Real Femme Sapien, Allie Drummond. She also has an OnlyFans where she sells breast milk pictures.
Ugh. Why, bro?
Stuff like that. So Allie, I mean, we've only ever exchanged nudes online. So what's it? I appreciate you joining me.
Yeah, no, thanks for having.
What? Okay, what? This is a married man, by the way. The problem that I have with this, not because I'm a prude and whatever, and I get that. You make jokes and all. The thing about the quartering is you're talking to a right-wing group. You're trying to cultivate an audience that is of decency and right-wing morals. What the fuck are we doing here, bud? This is so odd. Like, I know it's supposed to be funny, but I'm telling you, this shit shifts so fast. But by the way, these girls are not victims, in my opinion. I'm not going to put them as like they were harassed. Let me make this very clear. No, that's not going to be the narrative here. I hate when women come back after the fact and you see on camera they're clearly obliging to this shit, meaning they're no better than the idiot on the screen here. So don't think I'm doing that. Like, I'm not calling people like Melanie Mack a victim. Sydney Watson would be no, not even Sydney Watson. No, she knew what she was signing up for. All these people knew what was going to go on. They did this for clout and money, and that's why only anyone talks to Jeremy is for clout and money that he doesn't have anymore. And you see the difference, and you see why people don't talk to him anymore. But why, dude? This has been a pattern. Even the Magic the Gathering shit, he was probably a lot more like interesting to watch, but only because he was a train wreck.
Having me. My husband actually likes your content, and I didn't even know that you had reacted to my content before. It took a while for me to realize. I think maybe you had done a short or two, and I was like, oh, this guy knows I'm alive. Very cool. So that was neat. I didn't even think you like looked at my channel like that.
Well, it's obviously before you were pregnant.
I mean, he's a gooner, so.
And now that I know you're pregnant, I've moved on. I don't give a shit if you're bursting at the seams pregnant. You need to put out a new video by Monday. Okay? Do we agree by Monday?
Oh yeah. Well, I was probably gonna stream tomorrow.
No. Don't say that by Monday because I told you.
Yes, because you told me, and you have way more subscribers than me, so I'm gonna make the video. You got it.
It's supposed to be funny, but I find it very off-putting. This is the conversation. What was the joke here? Again, it gets so much weirder.
Kalia, please link her YouTube channel and bring up.
Let's move this along. Actually,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. Let's get to where it gets good.
I tell you,
Watch this.
I love
I love how much women.
Anna.
Yeah.
Here's where it
Yeah,
gets
we
good.
both love her, but I don't want to like drag her.
Sorry, I had to just skip along this. There's a lot of composition that honestly, that's not where he gets full on like weird. This is where he gets full on weird. And you just got to watch the looks on their faces. As guys, we know. We've been through this. We've seen it happen to other dudes. You know when you just saying weird shit. The problem when you're drunk is you don't notice that because you're drunk. So, you know. Then again, Jeremy doesn't seem to give a fuck. I think Jeremy enjoys making women uncomfortable.
Maybe
Yay.
Anna.
Hello.
Oh my lord!
I love how much women hate her just because she's so beautiful. Like that
I
can't
know.
that can't not be the reason. Like you're
No, I think people hate Anna for a lot of other reasons that had nothing to do with beauty. Now, some of it might be jealousy, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was more because she says stupid shit. But then again, I don't think it's a reason to hate anyone. I think because they sometimes also who you hang out with. I know why I didn't like her, and it nothing to do with that. I mean, shit. I don't know. I think I'm a guy, so it doesn't matter to me. But no, it's just that's not the reason people hated Anna. There's a lot of reasons people hate Anna. And there's a lot of reasons now people have issues with her, but we're not gonna get into that shit. Not my problem.
Obnoxiously gorgeous. It's not
Yeah,
fair.
fuck off.
Thank
Be
you.
uglier, Anna. Gross.
Please do it for me.
I was pretty ugly before I learned how to do my hair and my eyebrows.
Oh yeah, and you were blessed with gigantic boobs.
I mean, it's
I'm bringing.
Oh my fucking god. Do you have to fucking be that guy? Dude. Seriously. Even I have to say it. Bro. Come on. Do you have to say shit like this?
Brittany
Hello.
in. Brittany, are you? This article is
Yeah, this gets weird.
also clearly referencing you, Brittany. Since when did you eat human? When did you start eating humans?
Huh?
And by the way, Britt, are you live too right now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so Brittany Venti is also live, and if you go to her channel to watch, she has a nip slip. I don't want to say when, but it does happen.
What the fuck, bro? You know, I don't care about Brittany Venti because Brittany Venti isn't a giant attention whore, and she always has been. She's a 4chan hoe, and that's fine. Be the best 4chan hoe you can be. I don't care. The blackface shit was kind of funny if she was actually funny with it. She just, I think, did it more in a sense to just to get attention and piss people off, which I don't know. I mean, I will say this: if I was Casey Sean and she even accused me of bullying her at a young age, I said, "Shit, I should have bullied your ass harder. Maybe you would have came out smarter." But that's just me. I don't have forgiveness. I'm sorry. One of the things I will say about Brittany Venti is she's like the lesser of the two evils. Like everyone, you know, she's quite literally like just doing anything for attention, which I don't know why. She has talent, so I don't understand why she's doing this weird shit now. But I mean, even then, to just say some shit like that is just so fucking crazy to me. There's a nip slip on the stream, guys. I don't know when. Okay, but why do we need to know that? Why does anyone need to know that? Why do you have to do this every time, Jeremy? It's always got to turn sexual. You can't just have a woman on and you just can't talk to her without having to weird the whole room out. Like, you could tell the girls are literally messaging each other back and forth, making fun of them, because at the end of the day, look, they're looking down almost at the same time simultaneously. Like right now, Allie is texting the other two girls right now, probably messaging on Discord right now, going like, ugh. All right. And I want y'all to hear my typing. That's how I want y'all to experience the typing. So excuse me. Okay. System. No. God damn it. You know, I can't do anything right today, huh? You can't even have your own fucking typing sounds on. No, okay, cool. Anyways, you know what? Let me just do this for you guys. Let's just do this way. That's what they're doing. Okay? You see that? That's what they're doing. You hear that? They hear the sound of that? That's the sound of them clapping away, having to go back and forth making fun of you because you're an imbecile. Oh, it is on. There we go. There you go. See? Hear this shit. Hear exactly what they're doing. Clapping away. That's what they're doing. Typing away about how Jeremy's a weirdo. The only reason they put up with it is for clout and money. That's what they're doing this for. Clout and money. And the worst part about it is it's just stupid. It's purely fucking stupid. Like that Jeremy's doing all this, right? In the sense of like you don't see right in front of you that the only reason they're here for clout is for clout and money. When she was sarcastic saying that you have more subs than me, that wasn't sarcasm. She's just laying out why she's here. She'll never be on again, most likely. This is sad. I mean, you have to pay all these women to be around you. I bet you paid them to be here, right? But it was all for clout. That's all it was. Because at the time, Jeremy had clout and Jeremy had like a lot of room in the algorithm. He's hitting up to like 100 to 200 to 300k of video views a video. there is a point the quartering was popular. So of course women like this would take advantage because he's a mark.
She and her best friend Amanda started this shit.
Anna, why are you such
I'm
a
not
bitch?
starting my
Quit while you're behind. I mean, that guy is. Give him a fucking medal.
fucking
Response?
self.
Am I supposed to believe that Tim Pool didn't jerk off into
FYI, this is 30 minutes of this. This is only condensed into a 10-minute package to highlight the amount of disgusting shit that's in there. So I will say hold with a grain of salt because I wish the 30-minute thing was in here for like true context. But even then, I don't know how much more. I don't know how this could be any bit out of context. This is just straight what he always does.
a fucking McDonald's napkin reading this?
Wait, what? Oh, I don't care about the fucking betting shit in the NBA. I don't give a fuck. You can get more years and more punishment for fucking betting in the NBA than shooting someone. My daughter was trafficked for years, introduced in juvenile. God damn. Go goddamn. Well, goddamn, bro. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Thank you so much, Quartering, for having me on.
Britt, are you
And
like
Yeah, you know it's bad. Brittany Venti's like, I can't do this. Brittany Venti has no shame in anything that she does. Even then, she's just like, nah, dog, I'm out.
live
everyone
right now?
here on- Yeah.
Are you live right now? Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you want, I'm not going to be offended. Brittany said she's going to pop a nip later.
Oh my god, bro.
Maybe. So many of Tim's regular guests and
So here's where it gets completely weird and uncomfortable, and it just gets to a point where you're like, okay, dude, no, you don't got to do this. You don't have to do this, bro. It just gets to a point, right? And this is that point.
or current staffers have done porn.
Yeah.
That, I mean, like literal. I mean, like it's kind of weird, Allie. Yeah, I know you see, but like, I mean, like between Cassandra, Jack Murphy.
That is the most uncomfortable smile I've ever seen a woman do in my entire life. Anna's just sitting there going, well, like, please help. If you only knew how worse it could get from here. Like, what the fuck, bro? It's just like, why, brother? Why? There was no reason to bring any of this. And by the way, his obsession with Tim Pool is so weird. I do not care about Tim Pool enough to fucking. In fact, why am I following him? See, it's like algorithm leftover where I shit on Jeremy so much, then Tim Pool gets left over onto my shit. I never followed him, by the way. I never clicked subscribe to this man's channel, and automatically he's in my subscriber list. Because YouTube does this thing where they will auto subscribe to shit. I'm not joking. It's happened to me several times. I don't know how it happens. I wish it would stop because it's weird. It's like the fucking bug where you go on Twitter on like a web browser on your PC or whatever, and it just starts auto blocking people. And you starts doing it like a machine gun, showing you all the people that you blocked for no reason. I blocked Andy Worski for no reason. I'm like, I didn't block Andy. Oh, I blocked this person. I didn't block any of these people. Why would I care to block people if I'm trying to see tweets to laugh at? The fuck are you doing? And so I can't bring up Twitter on my web browser. Although I would show the tweets right now of Quartering getting clowned on by Geeks and Gamers. But because of that fact, I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing it. And it just like invades your screen too. I really hate Twitter now. Elon has done irreparable damage to that disgusting site. Like the site sucked beforehand, but Elon's made it so unbearable to use 90% of the time that I can't do it. And he has done, and it has been like a lot of maintenance issues. I don't know when he's going to fix it or his staff or whatever, but it would be nice very soon if I could look on the web browser. You know what I mean?
Eliza Blue. Like, is that a requirement for like? I mean, I haven't done any porn that I've known about, but I've been on the.
What do you mean? What's the joke that you got fucking drugged into it, Jeremy? I'm 99% sure no man or woman wants to see you in any sense unclothed ever. There are things that no one needs to see in this world. That is one of them.
Show. So, like, is that he seems to have people around him that have done either porn or cheated on their husbands to have the beanie weenie. And
did you have to bring that up? Again, why is this a conversation, bro? I'm trying to understand where the punchline is to this conversation, but it's just Jeremy like being thirsty as fuck. Like, look at their faces. This is the face. These look like women that are amused by this because I don't. And I know they have heard and said some disgusting shit, both of these women, for jokes, and I get that. I've done it too, but like, you just know when a guy's just not joking and he's legitimately trying to get off on this conversation. And Jeremy's trying to get off on this conversation. It's very uncomfortable for me. I'm just like, okay, bro, stop. We don't need to hear about this anymore, dude. Like, go rub one out, Jeremy. I mean, I thought the shit where you talked about that cosplayer was pretty bad, but this is pretty. It's up there.
And like, it's a little sus.
No, this conversation sus.
You're probably going live, girl, right? You're going live.
Yeah, in a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So go watch her channel.
That's why she came on here. It's very smart. She pulls in people right before she does live. That's actually very smart. Okay. That's why she did this. Okay.
If you're interested in hot takes from a cool young lady,
Oh, well,
and
thank you.
you know, she's like deep into Star Wars lore and all the lore of shit. She's so much smarter than me. So
Well, thank
you
you.
know, as I wrap it up, don't ruin it. Let me just,
Okay.
but yeah, Anna's a good girl, and she always
Oh, that is so creepy. Oh, that is creepy.
is, she's a ride or die kind of
Please
person,
stop.
so that kind of
Please
matters to me.
stop.
So thank you for coming on, Anna. And
Thank
I
you
hope
for
a bunch of
having me.
people check out your stream after I'm done. She may or may not post feet. You probably have to super.
Oh my god. Dude, what is with you in the fucking feet? Every 5 seconds, it's something to do with feet. The foot fetish shit is out of control. Bro, I don't need to know about this shit. Stop. Dude, every stream with either her or Melanie or whatever, every girl's got to post feet. Feet. It's creepy, bro. Stop it.
For chat. I don't know.
No, I should only
$2,000.
take like 3 because they're
No.
really-
$2,000 or $3,000, and then maybe C. So
Yeah, you can see my semi-web toes.
they're gross.
Mhm.
I hope that you poop that
This whole conversation was gross.
baby out
Ugh.
with minimal rippage.
Mhm.
And if you want to follow Allie, and I'm going to read all the super chats after I release Allie, because she works for me. She's one of my many dames in my stable.
So
Allie.
Okay, I can't watch this no more. Jesus Lord. Okay, I'm suffered enough. All right, there's that part of it. That was off-putting and very creepy, but whatever. That's Jeremy for you. So he basically went on this whole fucking thing, whole rant about, again, like circling back to the whole analytics shit, which is funny, He went on a point about how, the content war is dying. What's it called? The content war. What do you mean by that? The culture war, content war. Fuck me. The culture war. I have said the culture war has died, but I was wrong when I was younger when I said that. What it has become is it's evolved into different subjects and subsects where people aren't much caring of movies and TV anymore. It's like either they watch it or they don't, and a lot of things have changed market wise to where these TV shows are going to have to change regardless, to where they're going to have to start making things, making better quality TV. And I've noticed that companies are starting to change very, very slowly and stop going into more LGBT based stuff and, stop trying to pander to groups versus, writing shows that it has those themes. It's well written with care and not just trying to force fill a quota. The problem that I had with Hollywood was not that you raid shows that happen to relate to LGBT people or black people or minorities of any persuasion. It was that you were doing it to try and box off a checklist, and art is not a checklist. Art is a passion. Art should be something that's taken seriously. And if you're just doing this to fill gaps, then it's going to show in your work. And clearly these shows showed that there was not much effort put into them and not nearly enough. Another thing that I've noticed when it comes to Hollywood lately now is less of a care about crying from SJWs, or I guess SJWs don't even exist anymore, just whiny bitches. At the end of the day, it's now about trying to get people back into theaters to get that money that they once fucked up due to COVID, and just trying to pander to certain groups that they thought were going to be marketable, but they really weren't in the long run. So Jeremy isn't exactly wrong about the idea of this stuff is dying. What Jeremy's wrong about is picking these type of channels to kind of say it about, because the way you went about it just seemed like such a snake. Now, was it a snake move? Yes, I actually think it was, because again, I pulled up the whole part about the drunk thing. Why I pulled up telling on himself. The reason I pulled up that video is to show and prove that Jeremy Hambly truly does believe what he's saying. That this isn't something that, came out of the blue. He's always thought this. He has always been jealous of these channels that have in their own mind surpassed him. He was like the first to 1 million subs. He was on top of the world, and these channels were under him. Now they're doing better than him, clearly. And he has, the 1 million sub channel, but it doesn't really matter when no one watches your shit. You can have a channel that has 1 million subs but have no one watching it. Case in point, Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit used to have tons of views, tons of traction, tons of attention. And then they got shadow banned. Then they got outward banned, and then they got fucking hit with consequences for the dumb shit that they say. And now you see the real life consequences of what they're doing. Going out here singing some fucking song by Kanye West about a certain German man who committed atrocities, and you're singing that shit up in the club. And now these clubs are like, okay, fuck these dudes. They're banned from everything in Miami. Do you understand how like harmful that is to be banned from every club in Miami? Every club in Miami you're banned from. Every club. That's devastating for your content. You basically cannot network in any way or have any real like content anymore in Miami because of it. And it's your own fault. You're pariahs now. And I don't feel one bit sorry for you. I don't feel bad for Andrew Tate. I don't feel bad for fucking Myron Gaines. I don't feel bad for any of these motherfuckers. And not to, make the stream all about that, but this is the thing about free speech. You have freedom of speech legally, sure. I will defend your right to free speech. If they were put in chains and put in handcuffs for saying that shit and put the trial for this shit, I would defend them, because it's wrong to do that to people. It's wrong to do that, as that's against free speech. I will defend your right. I ain't going to defend the fact that fucking businesses are not going to serve your sorry ass and they're going to fucking punish you. I'm not going to fucking defend the fact that you're going to get demonetized off your channels again, most likely. You're going to get banned from platforms again, most likely. I won't defend that. You did it to yourself. You're stupid as fuck. I'm so sick of that shit. You guys think that free speech means you could do whatever you want. No, free speech means that you have the right to say what you want to say, and you also have the right to suffer for it. You know what I mean? You also now have the right to pay for it. Everything has consequences. So I hope they enjoy that. As where Jeremy with Mr. Hambly, I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what you're doing. It doesn't make any sense what he's doing. Is he trying to piss people off? Is he trying to start like a feud with people again? I don't know. But I don't understand why you pulled up, Geeks and Gamers Analytics. Like, that's A-logging shit. That's what I used to do, homie, back in the day when I was younger. It's stupid, in all honesty. But you're trying to prove a point that just doesn't exist. And the thing is, it's like, they had done nothing to you. That's what I'm trying to understand. If you were to pull it up on someone like Gino Casino or whatever, you want to make a point, fine. But clearly with Jeremy, he's fucked up in a lot of ways. And one way he's fucked up is that Rumble deal has completely and absolutely shafted him. I think a lot of people are failing on Rumble because Rumble's fake as fuck. The numbers on Rumble do not translate to any real money. Okay, I would know, and I'm proof of this. So I'm going to pull up something. Actually, can I pull up my Rumble numbers? Do I even have my Rumble with me? Do I have my Rumble signed in? Hold on. I'm going to take a look. I had no idea if my Rumble signed in. If it's signed in, I'll let y'all know. And this is how fake these numbers are. I will let y'all know how fake these numbers are. I have 6 followers. Yeah, bullshit. All these old streams. So my first stream 10 months ago, I had 387 views. That is a lie. That was my first ever stream on Rumble. That is a lie. Those numbers are lies. I damn well know I know 387 viewers. There's no one there. 388 viewers, no one there. 349 viewers, no one there. 224 viewers, no one there. My followers are 6 followers and they're all bots. I have 8 likes total. Now, why am I bringing this up? Sorry. Now, these are actually pretty good streams. I might just see if I can download some of these and repost them to YouTube. This is like 10 months ago. Yeah, these ones I'm going to bring up. I'm going to bring these back. Yeah, these are some pretty good streams, actually. Sorry, I'm just looking at them. That's crazy. But Rumble's a lie. The numbers are complete full shit. I have 6 followers out of nowhere. I have over like 1,200 views on like 4 streams already. Bullshit. I damn well know the results betrayed that. There's no fucking way. Rumble's a lie. I gained no traction on Rumble. It's a lie. Those numbers are a lie. Most likely to, I forgot what Triple P said that was the theory, but his theory was one way. I think it's because the site's dying, in my opinion. I think the site's not doing well, and I think in the next 1 to 2 years, it's gonna fade. The problem with the site is it's fucking poorly managed, poorly run, and the numbers are completely full of shit, fake, and no one's seeing return on investment. Jeremy Hamlin ain't the only one that's not seeing return on investment. I'm pretty sure Tim Pool's not seeing return on investment. It's just not a good site. It's overly too right-wing political, meaning it's not going to be marketable to younger kids, which is very important for a site that younger kids watch it. Kick is very marketable to younger teenage kids. Not to be evil as fuck here, because I don't agree with it at all, but if you're going to market it, you can't market a platform that's geared towards the older generation and think it's going to work. Like only 30 to 40 to 50-year-olds would watch Rumble, because who the fuck's on there? You guys who are you gonna watch on Rumble, guys? You're gonna watch a bunch of right-wing political shit on Rumble. No one's gonna watch that. Okay, I'm sorry, but real people who are like the right wing's more of an older generation, in my opinion, of the demographic. There are some young Republicans and young right wingers, of course, but for the most part, we all know that's old. It's more of an old-fashioned type look. It's not good. Rumble is just not appealing. The UI layout is terrible. Like the colorway is terrible. I mean, this disgusting baby green and black. I'm sorry, I have to call that out too. It's not an appealing look. As where Kick is a straight green, straight black. It has all types of streamers on there that everyone wants to watch. It has everything you want on there. That's what makes like Kick so much better than Rumble, where it has so many other streamers you want to watch. You'll have your Kino Casinos, you'll have your Tectones, you'll have your Osmongold's. They have the streamers now that you want. They're all of different age groups. Rumble, this is just a dead zone of shit. So I think the numbers are inflated because the site's dying. I think it has to inflate this appeal so people could be suckered into going there to get traction. Like, ooh, you bounce all this stuff from Rumble back to YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. I know, I tried, and my numbers are fake as fuck. I'm willing to contest that my numbers are fake. I dead ass believe my numbers are fake as fuck on there. My first stream, I hit damn near 388 followers. I didn't promote it at all. I said, hey guys, on YouTube, I'm going live. Give me a fucking break. And I tried it out to test it. It's a terrible site. I want nothing to do with it. It's boring. There's no one to collaborate with. It is a very horrible site. So Rumble, I would never recommend it to anyone. You're doomed if you're going to Rumble. I believe you're doomed if you go to Rumble. Kick, it's pretty much the Wild West over there. But I like it because it's the Wild West. I feel internet content shouldn't be moderated like that. So that's just me. There's some scumbags on it. Yeah. But I say block them and move on. You know, that's what I would do. YouTube is still the king in terms of like overall media consumption. The only way you get true traction is if your YouTube's popping or your Twitch is popping, but really your YouTube. Your YouTube is where you get all your video views and everything. Your streaming is still not great. I still should probably be streaming on other shit. I know, but I don't care to. I just don't care to. I hate all the other streaming services. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the fact that I hate Twitch so much for personal reasons. And then after that, there's really not much else when it comes to like streaming other than or Kick. Kick, I don't care about enough. Not my thing. You know, Kick, I'm not versed with, so I'm comfortable where I'm at right here. You know, that's just me though. There are other ways to, you know, I understand people who, of course, want to see it through another lens when it comes to streaming. So, but yeah, the quartering his deal with Rumble, it's not working out because I don't think anyone's deal with Rumble is working out. Also, he's boring as shit, so his numbers are inflated. Oh, I have this many. No, you don't, Jeremy. No one watches your shit because your chat's dead. No one. Jeremy probably has 900 people watching every fucking stream, at best. 900 people. I'm being generous when I say that. 900 people. I don't think anyone really watches Rumble. Okay? Let's actually take a look at Jeremy's numbers just for the absolute fucking fun of it. Let's take a goddamn look at his stream numbers. Let's take a look on my phone right now. I could go online and show you. I have him blocked. I hate him. I not like this motherfucker. I just blocked him already. 147K views, 777 likes. That makes no fucking sense. How do you have 140K fucking views with under 1,000 likes? You should be hitting up to 1.4K plus likes per stream if you are hitting those numbers. That is ridiculous. That's a lie. I know you're not hitting those numbers. Okay. The other stream, 199K, 0.9K views. Sorry, views. 887 likes. Okay. Let me put that in relation to like an Auburn Preach video and show you the likes and show you what he should be getting. 455K views on the Pearl Davis video. 24K likes. He should have like actually upwards. This is a better one. So they did a video making fun of Red Pill. 39K likes. How are you under 1,000K likes on your stream? And you're hitting upwards of 150 plus K views. You guys do the math here. It doesn't make any sense. They're fake numbers. It doesn't make any sense. Rumble's fake as fuck. I know, because how the fuck do I have no dislikes on any of those videos, but I have like only 2 likes? It makes no sense. But I got a bunch of views though. They're botted numbers. They're all fake as fuck. No one's watching that shit, bro. Jeremy's an idiot. He went and took a deal with a fucking dead horse of a site. He should have probably fucking been smart and tried to string a deal at the height of his popularity with something like Kick. Not Twitch. Twitch would probably not want his ass. He'd never do well on Twitch. But Kick, he probably would have got a following on Kick, and I'm telling you, he'd be a lot better off for it. But he went on Rumble because Rumble shangled the shiny new keys in front of him, and he fell for it like an idiot. He did no research on this site at all. And anyone that's with a brain could tell you that fucking Rumble is a shit site with no numbers. Their numbers are fake, and I know that. I'm damn sure of that. It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. Let's just keep going. I will keep going through all of this. How do you go from 98K? Then he goes another one. Don Lemon charged 10,000 illegals arrested. Somali. Well, he has. How do you have 1K likes, but you're under 100K views? But then you move up to the next one to 200K views, basically 887 likes. That doesn't make any sense. Then you have the fucking one where it's 232K views, 1.2 likes, 1.2K likes. The likes are betraying you here, man. 500. You have 28K views, 567 likes, 20K views, 508 likes, 273K views, 1K likes. They're all fake numbers, and they're fluctuating like a motherfucker. This makes no sense. If you had a solid base, why do you go from like 100 to 200K views to then 20K views? That makes no sense to me. You know, it makes no sense. Then again, you get 20. You went for 21 minutes, maybe that's why, but that doesn't really matter. He has 20K. Well, he has 30K views on this one, right? 594 likes. The likes just don't make any sense. The likes make no sense to me. Then you have this one. Send in the Marines now. 205.5K views, 933 likes. If you're not getting my point, like I said, the likes don't add up. Likes should be like over 1,000K on each video. That's still low. Really, like what I just said, Album Preach have like 30 to 40 to 20K likes at the lowest on their videos. So you're watching the videos that you're not pressing like. If you're fans, if you're a real fan, you always press like on the video, always. So it's a very suspect thing, but that's just my take on it. I feel as though his views are fake. His numbers don't add up. The Rumble deal's dying because they're not getting their return on investment because they thought he could be a big streamer to help save the site. They chose wrong because no, he's not. He's not a good streamer. He was barely okay at doing videos, but his videos served as a way for people to be caught up to date on certain things. I know Chris did it at one point with quartering, that he was good on just slopping up the internet. So it's pretty good to get caught up on certain things. And he was good at having his facts somewhat straight and his ducks in a row. But streaming, oh no, dude. Abso-fucking-lutely not. He's terrible at it. He has no fucking charisma, no excitement. He just has no flow. He has nothing. So when people watch his streams, it's like, oh no, here he is again, guys. The bore us to death. He just makes the title. It's just depressing. But that's just my take on it. I'm gonna go. I might come back later after Kino. I want to see what they do. I gotta finish my. I am forewarning editing the video on iDubbbz and Anissa and the Iranian situation. Actually, just the last 9 months of shit. So I will be talking about that. Just to give a quick TLDR catch up to people who are maybe unaware of the situation, but they probably should be. Y'all be good. I am out of here as soon as I pick the right video. Y'all be good. Let me take off my headphones now. Actually, let me just do this. All right. See ya.